Shalom, shalom. Oh, wait. Okay. Shalom. I want to give all honor and glory and praises to the Most High God of Israel. Call Yahweh B'Hashem, Mashiach Shai. And I just wanted to get on here. No, I haven't done a video in a minute, but I wanted to get on here and talk about the spirit of covetousness and really just get into it, because a lot of people, don't really talk about it as much, but it is a spirit that, shalom, it is a spirit that a lot of people deal with and they don't even know it. And, the Lord's not dealing with covetousness. So, I just want to kind of get into that, bring out a couple scriptures, nothing too crazy, nothing too long. But a lot of people don't even know what shalom, sis. A lot of people don't know what covetousness is, what it means to covet. So when people mostly think of it, it's really just like, oh, I want what she has. I want what this sister has. I want what this brother has, or whatever the case may be. And a lot of times they think it's like material, but it is really like manyfold. I'll say manyfold because you can want something that another sister has. It might be her spirit. You might want to do something that this sister does that you can't do. You want to just gain more and more. Like, you just want to know more and more stuff, whether it's like vain stuff or it's like, I want to know the most precepts. I want to know as many more precepts than this sister or whatever. Just wickedness. But it's profit. Covetousness means basically to gain profit unjustly. And we all know that can become a form of idolatry if we don't, cast that wicked spirit away from us. So I just want to pull out some precepts. And a lot of the times, it's a violent spirit. So anything like acquired by violence is just covetousness. And we want to keep in mind that the Lord's not dealing with people who are not content with what they have. So we really got to learn and watch ourselves when we become covetous. I'm sorry. I'm probably butchering the name, but, y'all get the point. But yeah, we don't want to be envying people on what they have. We must be content, especially with these times to come, because, perilous times are coming. And it's going to be, love is going to be waxing cold. People are not going to be nice, especially in Jacob's trouble. People are going to be wanting what you got. If you got something, it's famine. Food is off the shelves. People are going to be wanting stuff that they don't have. And it's going to be at an all-time rate. People already do that now, but it's going to be even increased in the latter times to come. But they're here. And I'm going to get, the first precept I'm going to pull is Hebrews 13 and verse 5. And it reads, "Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee." And the Lord said he will never forsake us. And we got to keep that in mind, especially like a lot of times, we're living by these curses. Times is rough out here. A lot of us don't got jobs. A lot of us just barely making it. Sometimes all we got is the Lord and our faith. And it's a beautiful thing. We should be content with what we have, especially if you're in this truth. If we're in this truth, that's greater than anything you could have. Money, cars, clothes, whatever it may be. So we got to learn to be content, because the Lord said he will never forsake us. So we shouldn't be trying to gain more and more unjustly. The Lord said seek the kingdom first. So we got to keep that in mind. And when we're talking with like other sisters, we got to make sure that we're not envying, and because they kind of go hand in hand, because you don't want to be talking to a sister and, all you talking about is like, dang, sis, I wish I had this and that you got, and da-da-da-da. And a lot of the times, like, it could be subtle. Like, dang, like, I'm trying to get like you. But secretly in the back of your head, you're like, dang, I really wish I had that, da-da-da-da, whatever the case may be. But we can't do that. We got to check those thoughts, because our thoughts are wicked. And our thoughts can get us in a lot of trouble. And even though we don't say it out loud, if we're thinking it, the Lord searches the inward parts. He knows our minds. He knows our hearts. So we're going to be judged for that. We got to keep that in mind. We don't want to be thinking wicked thoughts and seeming like we're ungrateful to the Most High God. And the next precept I'm going to pull is, let me get the book of Luke. But yeah, we just really want to make sure we're being careful with this covetous spirit, because lately I just been praying, me and my king, we've just been praying on it every single day, that we don't get we don't covet nobody and be going off unintentionally and intentionally. But this is the book of Luke, chapter 12. Bear with me, y'all. Here. Luke chapter 12 verse 15, and it reads, and he said unto them, this is Yahushua speaking. Shalom sis. This is Yahushua speaking, and it says, and he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth. So Yahushua is saying right there, our lives are not about what we have, you know, how many precepts you know, how many sisters you help, how many alms you give, and vanity, just pure vanity. It's not about that. It's not about abundance of things you have, like, oh, I got so much of this, I got so much of that. It's not about that. It's about keeping these commandments and staying blameless as women in this truth, you know, doing our best to reverence our husbands if you have one, you know, and focusing on things that are above and not of vanity and stuff that's going to be very much destroyed when Yahushua comes back. So we got to keep our minds on things that are righteous and not on vain things. And I'm going to get a mark, because Yahushua, he's not dealing with that spirit at all. And he comes up a lot of times in the scriptures, but a lot of times people don't really speak on the specific subject of covetousness. But I'm going to get the book of Mark chapter 7, and I'm going to get verse 21, and it reads, this is Yahushua speaking again, and it reads, for from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts. And that's what I was just talking about. We have wicked thoughts. We got to keep our wicked thoughts under control, especially as women, you know, because we just be having wicked thoughts, and we got to rebuke them as soon as they come, because we don't want to be condemned for our thoughts. And then the rest of it reads, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All of these evil things come from within and defile the man. So these things defile our spirit. And, you know, obviously all the other things are things we do not want to defile ourselves with. But we got to keep in mind that covetousness is not just, oh, I want what she wants. Like, I want the car that she has. Oh, do. But a lot of the time it's like, you know, spiritual things, even in this truth, because not everything is carnally minded. A lot of the times we want more wisdom, we want more knowledge and understanding, but we gotta gain those things through fearing the Lord and ultimately asking Yahweh Shai to grant it to us, because he's the only one who can grant us that. So we gotta keep that in mind when we're wanting to be, you know, more, you know, mightier in this truth, Lord will it. But you know, that can only come from Yahweh Shai. And I'm going to get Sirach. I'm going to get this in Sirach. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse, I think I want 9. Con. And it reads, this is Sirach chapter 10, verse 9, and it reads, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. And I think I forgot to say this in the beginning of the video, but this is only for sisters, obviously. I don't teach men. And that precept is just going into basically like, why are we proud? You know, why are we feeling like we just top dog and we got this, and that? That's wicked. That's a wicked thing. It says there's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Somebody who just is not content with what they have. Somebody that's in idolatry, who is idolizing certain things rather than worshiping the Most High God, Yahweh Shai. And it's a lot here. But I just lost my train of thought, but that's just saying. But yeah, we don't want to be prideful, because we know that prideful means do you just think that you're more than something that you're not. Because the Lord said that we're nothing if we have pride in our spirits. And it's just a wicked, wicked thing. We don't want pride in ourselves because we'll be destroyed at the end of the day. And that's just plain and simple. But I'm going to get the book of Psalms, chapter 119. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. 119 and verse 36. And it reads, incline my heart unto thy testimonies and not to covetousness. So even David was meditating upon, inclining his spirit on meditating upon the ordinances of the Lord, which we should be doing day in and day out. Pride thinking that you're Yahweh. You are not nothing. Sister, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are not nothing. And that just plays into the fruits of the spirit, really, because if you're carrying a prideful spirit, then I'm sorry to tell you, it's just not a good thing. Like, pride is just so evil because, like, it's just evil. Because you got to really just meditate on how, we don't even deserve to be in this truth, for one. So us even trying to get a prideful spirit to act like we're better than anybody or that we have more than anybody else, like, it's just wicked. It's evil. It's evil because you could have, just all you could have is faith in this thing. Faith in this thing. You don't know all the precepts, you don't know all the breakdowns, whatever the case may be, but you have faith in the Most High God, and you be riding for the Lord, and you trying to stay blameless in this thing. That person can make it to the kingdom rather than that person who know all the breakdowns, but they're not carrying the fruits of the spirit. They're prideful. They don't help their sisters. They don't love their sisters. They're not doing what they're supposed to do as a servant of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We must be humble servants in this thing. So we got to incline our hearts unto the testimonies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We got to meditate upon these precepts and not take advantage of the Most High's grace and mercy of being in this truth. God, all praises. But we don't want to take the Most High's grace and mercy for granted. He brought us in this thing. He didn't even have to do that. And we in this truth yet another day. So all praise to the Most High. And if we continue to meditate upon the ordinances of the Lord in these accounts, we'll realize that the Lord is not dealing with people who are not content. And that just made me think of this precept. I wasn't even planning to bring it out, but I'm gonna bring it out. But I think it's y'all bear with me while I try to find it. Oh, con. Oh, wait. Bear with me. That's a mighty precept. A sister brought out Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Exactly. Lord's not dealing with pride at all. You will be destroyed if you're prideful and haughty, especially, as sisters in the world. Like, we was just full of pride. We kind of thinking we top dog. We this. Can't nobody touch us, whatever the case may be. But we gotta cast out that spirit in this truth. We trying to, obtain the kingdom of heaven. We can't be prideful because we don't even deserve to be in this thing. I was trying to find that one precept, y'all, that's in Philippians. I know one of y'all sisters probably know it. Shalom, beautiful. Shalom. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna get so upset because it was a mighty precept. It's the precept that says, be content. Paul was talking about be content with the things that you have, but I can't find it. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I cannot find it. And it's only 4 chapters in Philippians, so I'm like, where is it at? I can't find it, but it's in there. Best believe it's in there. I can't find it. I don't know why it's not in there, but I can't find it. But anyways, I'm just gonna get another precept because that just makes me so upset because I know it's in there, but I just cannot find it. Oh well. Moving on. So I just want to pull this one precept. I was kind of shaky about bringing this out, but I'm gonna bring it out because, you know, when talking about the New Testament and, you know, the Pharisees, they were always trying to kind of catch Yahushua slipping, you know, trying to catch him, you know, breaking the law, you know, just going off. But Yahushua wouldn't do that because he's perfect. So it was just all vanity at the. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. My little time limit thing for Instagram went off. But what was I saying? Because the Pharisees, they were always trying to one up. I don't want to say one up, but they were always trying to catch Yahushua slipping. They wanted to see if he was going to go off, break the law, go against what Yahuwah said. And it was just wicked. It's off. Vanity, pride. They thought that they were above, you know, everybody because, you know, they followed the law, blah, 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 but they didn't have the right spirit with it. And I'm going to get Luke chapter 16, verse, I'm going to start at 13. And it reads, "No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon." And the Pharisees also, who were covetous, heard all these things, and they derided him. And he said unto them, "Ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but Yahweh knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed amongst men is an abomination in the sight of Yahweh." So, you know, here, men, they love to, oh yeah, I know this, and that. You know, I be giving alms. I do this, and that, and the third. Yahweh he's not looking at that. Like, you impress the Most High God when you're following these law, statute, commandments with a sincere heart. And that's the thing that they were forgetting, a sincere heart. They weren't doing it for Yahweh Shai necessarily. They were just doing it to be seen of men. And that's off. That's wicked. Because we shouldn't be looking to be highly esteemed of men. We should be trying to shalom. But we should be trying to, you know, do all things for Yahweh Shai. Everything that we do, word or deed. That's Colossians 3:17. Shalom. All things that we do should be for Yahweh Shai, not men. Because men ain't going to get you to the kingdom. I'll tell you that right now. They're not going to get you there. You know, we got to all work out our own salvation, and we're not going to get there by trying to one-up the next person, you know, one-up the next sister. Oh, I know this, and that. Trying to gain so much that's not, you know, the kingdom. You know, trying to gain vanity, trying to gain things that are not profitable into your spirit is going to lead to your destruction at the end of the day. And, let me get Romans. But we got to keep that in mind. Like, we got to really focus on what's really important here. Like, are we trying to impress men, or, like, what are we doing? Are we trying to impress men or Yahweh Shai? All right, so this is Romans chapter 1. I'm going to start at 28. "And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient." So, Salakia. Oh, that's the precept? Oh my gosh. Thawada so much. I'm going to pull those precepts after I pull this one. Thawada so much. Mighty sisters. But, yeah, we're not liking to retain Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in our knowledge, meaning keeping them on our minds daily, moving in the spirit of our righteous foremothers, and walking like Yahushai. Ultimately, the Lord's going to give us over to a reprobate mind. Plain and simple. You're not doing what you're supposed to do in this truth. You're not treating sisters how you're supposed to treat them. You're not treating your husband like you should. You're just being wicked. The Lord's going to take you out of here. Why keep you in the truth if you just continuously going on? We should be offending less every single day. Every single day we should be offending less. And the inward more than the outward. Because the Lord searches the ways, the inward parts. You could look as good as you want to. You could have this, and that on, whatever the case may be, but you're wicked. You're going to get destroyed. Plain and simple. And then verse 29 reads, Slakia, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, Salakia, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Yahweh, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents without understanding, covenant breakers without natural affection, implacable, I don't know, unmerciful, who, knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So we got to keep that in mind. I know that was like a mouthful, but all those things were matters of wickedness. And it's a lot of things that our people, in and out of the truth, possess, you know? So we got to keep in mind, like, we know, especially being in this truth, we know the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do in this truth, you're not being a righteous woman of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, trying your best to follow each and every commandment, law that is placed for us, you know, remembering who we are and treating others, you know, other sisters, how we should. I mean, the Lord is going to give you even greater judgment because you knew what you were supposed to do in this truth as a woman, but you still decided to take pleasure in wickedness. The Lord's not going to have any mercy on you. Well, the Lord have mercy on who he have mercy on, but the Lord's not dealing with that, you know. Just like I was saying before, like, we cannot be taking this truth for granted. We got to really show the Lord that we're appreciative for him bringing us out of darkness. And how can we do that if we're in the spirit of covetousness and wanting to gain more than we already have? And I'm going to get... Oh, I said I was going to get the precepts that the sisters pulled. Shalom to all the new sisters joining. Con. Okay, so this is Philippians. So, like, yeah, y'all. My prayer alarm went off. Okay. But yeah, I don't know why I could not find that precept. I knew it was in chapter 2, but I was like, I cannot find it. Oh, wait. I don't even think this is the precept. Wait, hold on. Oh, Khan, this is the one I kind of mentioned earlier. This is Philippians 2 and verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know, you should be fearful of the Most High God. You don't fear the Lord if you over here trying to gain. It's just Satan. It's just Satan. Lord willing, y'all can still hear me. My phone just... all these interruptions. I'm sorry, y'all. So I hear. But I don't even remember what I just said. But we got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. We don't fear the Lord if we're moving in a spirit of idolatry, you know, wanting more than what we already have. We have to be content, even if it's literally nothing. You could be piss poor. Still got to be content with what you have. And know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not going to forsake you no matter what. If you're following these law, statutes, commandments, if you're being righteous, the Lord's not going to forsake you. Why would he? If you're doing what you're supposed to do. And we got to truly have that faith, that unwavering faith. And let me get the other precept. John. Y'all, I'm still upset. I can't find that other precept. When I can find it before I get off of here. So the sister pulled John chapter 10, verse 29 and 30. And it reads, my Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. Boom. So, somebody precept though. But shalom. Exactly. When you piss poor, you're not even poor. Because you still got this truth. This truth is worth more than gold, riches, fame. You could have everything. You could have the whole world in your hand. Still nothing compared to this truth. And if you see our people, we see our people on a daily. You know, there's bug outs out here. It's sisters not respecting themselves, showing everything they got and some more. You know, we could really be out here down bad, not even knowing the truth. Don't even got the chance to repent. You don't even know you got the chance to repent. But we got that chance. And we got to make sure that we're really showing the Lord, hey, You know, I'm not going to spit in your face and just completely go off doing my own thing after you told me what it is and what it ain't. So, I really like that precept as well, because, you know, Yahweh gave Yahweh Shai us. Like, you know, we don't even deserve to be Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's chosen. Like, we really got to keep that in mind. Like, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai chose Israel, a stiff-necked nation, first, and then chose us on top of that. So we really got to make sure that we keeping that in mind. Like, we don't even have to be in this thing. But due to the Most High's mercy and grace and his loving kindness, you know, he brought us into this thing. So we got to turn up. We got to turn up for the Lord. I'm going to get, man, y'all, I'm still thinking about this precept. Hold on, y'all. I got to find it. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to find this precept. Okay. I found it. Philippians 4:11. Okay. I'm sorry, that was just gonna bother me the whole time. I had to find it. So this is the book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 11. And it reads, "Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content." So whatever state that the Most High God, through the power of Spirit of his Son, puts us in, we have to be content. We have to be content. All praise to the Most High, he's dealing with me. All praise to the Most High, you know, I'm still in this truth. All praise to the Most High, you know, although he slayed me, I maintain my own ways before him. I'm not utterly cast down. So we got to keep in mind, like, the Lord only chastises who he's dealing with. And it's a beautiful thing, because the Lord's not dealing with a lot of people. So we got to be content with what we have, where we're at in our season, whatever season that you may be in. You know, be content in it and know that all things work together for good, that those that love Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And he's not going to forsake the righteous. And, let me see. Kanye, I just had to look that up. That was going to bother me the whole video. Live, whatever. But, next precept I'm going to get is 1 Corinthians chapter 5. And verse 9. And it reads, actually, yeah, verse 9. "I wrote unto you in an epistle," this is Paul speaking. Him waking us up is everything in and out. Exactly. We can't be ungrateful in this truth. Can't be ungrateful. And we can be ungrateful without even saying it. The wicked thoughts you have, like, dang, why the Lord put me through this? Like, I be doing this, and that. Why the Lord put me through this? Like, that's wicked. That's wicked. Because why are you questioning the Most High God? You can't search out his ways. You can't. Shalom, shalom. But, that's not even our place. Like, the Lord said to seek not things that are too hard for us. And that's too hard for us. To try to think, oh, why did I lose my job? Why I ain't got no money coming in? Why this, and this, and this. It's vanity. It's vanity, and it's ungrateful at the end of the day. Like, who are you? Who are you? Everything that happens to us, though it may be bad, we deserve it. Because we deserve death. If we want to keep it A100. If we want to keep it A100, we deserve death. So we can go through these trials and tribulations and still praise the Most High God. Because he hasn't forsaken us. He hasn't utterly destroyed us. So, like, exactly. Khan says, what are you worried about? What are you worried about? You got to trust in the Lord, and all things are a test. Ultimately, everything's spiritual. Everything is a test. So we gotta get through it. The Lord said, through many afflictions, we'll enter the kingdom of heaven. So, Salakia, we gotta keep that in mind. There's not gonna be no cakewalk. You know, oh, I'm an Israelite. Let me put my skirt on and my head wrap and call it a day. No. Best believe you're going to go through something, because we're all worthy of death at the end of the day. Exactly. So just don't spit in the Lord's face talking about some why me. Kind of got the woe is me spirit. Why? It's wicked. It's wicked, because we all deserve death at the end of the day. Because we go off every single day, whether you know it or not. But that's why we gotta keep repenting daily. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 9, and I'm gonna read to 11. And it reads, I wrote unto you in an epistle not to company with fornicators, yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world, or with the covetous, or extortioners, or with idolaters. For then must ye needs go out of the world. But now I have written unto you not to keep company if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator, or covetous, or an idolater, or a railer, or a drunkard, or an extortioner. With such a one, no, not to eat. So not only do we got to make sure that we're not being covetous. I'm sorry, this word keep chopping me up. But we got to make sure that we're not keeping company with these people either. We got to make sure that we're protecting our spirit at all costs. I mean, we got to not be playing about our spirit. Just like you don't play about your sister, your cousin, your family, your mama, your daddy, whatever the case may be. You can't be playing about your spirit. We really got to guard our spirit, especially in these last days, because the Lord is sending many spirits out that are coming to sift us out. The spiritual demon Satan is trying to sift us out. No matter what it is, it could be any type of spirit. He gonna try to sift you out. And we gotta make sure that we're guarding our spirit and not keeping company with these wicked people, whether it's a fornicator or they're covetous. Kind of got a friend, she kind of always talking about I sure wish I had, this hair wrap, whatever the case. I don't even know what people would be saying, but, you get the point, They always just want something. They're never content with what they have. They're just ungrateful at the end of the day. We got to make sure we're not keeping company with those people, because those are wicked people. And we don't want to be found, with those wicked people. Obviously, correct the sister. She's going off. Hey, sis, you need to be content with what you got. I ain't nothing. All I got is this truth. That's a spirit you should be moving in. All I got is this truth. There's no reason to want what I got. Be grateful for what you got, sis. And keep it at that. If they're doing too much after that, they're not trying to get right, don't keep company with them. Because you don't want to get caught up with that certain spirit. Because spirits hop. They hop and they jump and they skip. So, we just got to keep that in mind. And I'm going to get, I'll just go to the next chapter. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 10. And this is just another precept that I brought out in, I think, Luke. And it reads, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. You're not going to inherit the kingdom. If you can't be content, if you can't find it somewhere in your heart, your spirit, to be content with what you have, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. It says right there, they shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Yahweh is not dealing with nobody who is not content with what they have, what he gave you. Because what you have is more than what he even had to give you. So he's not dealing with that. And I'm going to get, dang, y'all, I low-key need to make my page public again. I'm going to get the book of Ephesians, chapter 5. And, of course, if we're dealing with those spirits, we need to be fasting and praying it off, and really just, meditating upon what we do have and focusing on the good things that we have, the blessings that, we don't even think about, but we do have, that some people don't have. They'll be wishing they had it. And this is Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 3, and it reads, but fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you as becometh saints, neither filthiness nor foolish talking or nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. And then verse 5, it says, for this ye know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man, who is an idolater, hath any inheritance of the king, have any inheritance in the kingdom of Hamashiach and of Yahweh. So boom, it says it multiple times. It's like, what, the third time? 3 for completion. You're not going to inherit the kingdom if you're not grateful for what you have. You know, and it says it right there that being covetous is idolatry. It's idolatry because you're not content with what you have. You're idolizing the fact, oh, I could have more of this. I could have more of that. Vanity. You're not going to inherit the kingdom. And it says, I like when it says in verse 3, it says, let it not be once named among you. You know? So the precept, God, all praises to the Most High. I'm sorry, y'all probably see my little bantu knots. But the precept, the sister said in the comments, the precept that says, whatever comes to you, accept it cheerfully. I think that's Sirach chapter 2, verse 3. Let's see. But we don't want any covetousness being named among us. Like, we want to be as blameless as possible. We don't want it. Yahushua comes back and he was like, oh, well, you was over there wrong what that sister had, so depart from me. I never knew you. Nobody wants to hear that. Mighty sister said, it even says that not to covet because you don't know their fate. Exactly. You don't know what that person got. And, you know, they could have this, and that, and still get destroyed. So you over here wanting what this sister got, but they're getting destroyed, and you finna get destroyed right along with them because you wanted what they had. You wanted what they had, which was destruction, and now you destroy it. It's not even worth it. But is that? Hold on. Oh no, I was thinking of Sirach 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. That's the mighty precept. That's the mighty precept right there. Whatsoever is brought upon you, whether it's you ain't got no job, you know, you are struggling fighting these demons, you gotta take it cheerfully. Because all praise to the Most High. He's dealing with me. All praise to the Most High. I'm telling this truth. All praise to the Most High. I got something to eat. Even if you don't got something to eat, you got this bread. This is living food right here. The Lord said, man cannot live off of bread alone, but the words of the Most High God. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we got to keep that in mind. But that was a mighty precept though. And no matter how many times you say the precept, it still hits every single time. It's still relevant. So I'm gonna I think I have a couple more. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. Didn't David say enter his courts with thanksgiving? That's right. That's right. Okay, David was a very wealthy king, and he still needed the Most High. David was a humble man of the Lord. And the whole book of Psalms, like, it's 150 chapters of him just, crying aloud to the Lord, beseeching the Lord, meditating upon his ordinances. Like, it was mighty. And the Lord loved David. We got to move in the spirit of our righteous fathers and foremothers. That's what we got to do. Because, David didn't play about the Lord. Okay? And the Lord didn't play about David either. So we got to make sure that I'm telling you, better be thankful for the Lord really take it from you. And take his spirit from you. And that's what we don't want. A man after his own heart. That's how we got to be. No matter what, we got to continue to just be thankful, be content with what we have. Because it could always be worse. It could always be worse. And I mean always. You could be destroyed. But this is Shalom, Sally. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. Y'all making me feel all good. Y'all praise the Most High. I miss being alive. Be dead out your body. Out of here. Destroyed. Done. Just to be brought back to be destroyed again. Because you just wasn't thankful. You just couldn't be thankful with what the Lord gave you. With the portion, the lot that he gave you. You just can't be grateful for it. You always want something that the other sister got. You always want something that this person got, that person got. You're not content. You're going to be kicked out of this thing immediately. But this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'm going to start at 4. And it reads, "But as we were allowed of Yahweh to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but Yahweh, which trieth our hearts." And I was saying that earlier. The Lord, he's going to get you. He's going to get you. Whether you know, in your conversations, you're being covetous. This word, man. Oh, stop. I miss being on live. I know, it's really just a spirit. It's really a spirit, you know. Because I started doing the little clubhouse things, but I don't know. Something about live hits different. It's more comfortable for me, I guess. But Lord willing, I can continue doing lives, Lord willing. Because I love interacting with the sisters. The sisters been bringing out the mighty precepts, kind of be cutting me up, you know, because every time I get on live, I be talking to myself too as well. Because, I mean, we all need reminders. Like, we're all working in this thing. We're all trying to do our best, obtain the kingdom. You feel me? But anyways. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4, and it reads, "But as we were allowed of Yahweh to be put in trust with the gospel." So Yahweh Shai putting his trust in us by choosing us to be in this truth. You know, he's putting his trust in us to do right. You know, hey, look, this is what you got to do. Fear Yahweh Shai and keep the commandments. Boom. The whole duty of man. That's Ecclesiastes 12:13. So he's trusting you with the gospel, the true gospel. And then it reads, "Even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but Yahweh, which trieth our hearts." So we can't be in this thing trying to please man. We can't be trying to one up the other sister, like I was saying. We can't be trying to do this, and that, but you're not doing it out of sincerity for Yahweh Shai. It's wicked. Because Yahweh's going to try our hearts at the end of the day. He already knows everything we think, everything we feel, whatever the case may be. So he's going to know if you're being sincere or not. He's going to know if you're ungrateful or you're grateful, or you're content or you're not content. So we got to keep that in mind. Verse 5, "For neither at any time use we flattering words, as ye know, nor a cloak of covetousness. Yahweh is witness. Nor of men sought we glory, neither of you, nor yet of others, when we might have been burdensome, as the apostles of Mashiach." So, I mean, just plain and simple. Yahweh Shai, he witnesses everything. He got the angels watching us, recording us. He's going to know if we're moving in the spirit of, I'm thankful for what the Lord did for me. And we got to walk like that. Especially as women in this truth, we got to walk like that. Like, I'm thankful. You got to show the Lord that you're thankful. Inside and out. So, we can't be ungrateful in this thing. I'm just keep saying it. We can't be ungrateful in this thing. And the Lord's going to know if you're ungrateful. Whether you say it or you don't. So, I'm going to get Colossians. We're not going to know if you're ungrateful, for real. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 5. And it reads, "Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things' sake the wrath of Yahweh cometh on the children of disobedience." And I'll read verse 7 too. "In the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them." So, you know, in the world, we was covetousness. We wanted what this sister had. We kind of wanted what that girl had on, you know. She kind of got that man. Wickedness. Wickedness. Just wicked. I want her man. Da-da-da-da-da. All types of wickedness. We have to mortify our members. When we come in this truth, we have to die daily. I mean, truly die daily. Mortify our members, you know. If somewhere in our thoughts is like, oh, I want what this sister has, I want this, and that, and third, we got to cut it out. Or the Lord's going to kick us out. But it's true. You never know. But we got to make sure that we're killing off that old woman we used to be. Sister said, because without the Most High, we want for everything, never satisfied. Exactly. We got to learn how to be satisfied with what we got, for real. Really be satisfied, because, I mean, I mean, just looking. I don't even want to try to compare, but if you just look at how our people are living, like, I mean, yeah, they may have this, and that, but they don't have this truth. And they don't repent. They don't keep the commandments. They're out of there, buddy. You're out of there. So we just got to make sure that, we do everything. And then we how about Shemel Shai. And we cut off that old woman. Cut off all these fleshly lusts. And, try to find something. Even if you got to write it down. Write out the blessings that Yahweh Shemel Shai gave you. I bet you will not stop writing. And you got to think about it. Really just meditate on it. And I'm going to get, I think I have like 2 more precepts. I'm going to get 2 Timothy 3 and 1. And I meant to bring this out earlier, but this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, and it reads, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, I'm telling you, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away." So, you could be looking at the sister like, okay, she does this, and that. Like, dang, like, Lord willing, I can have that. Like, we can't be doing that. Like, we can't be doing that. Because, the Lord gives every sister what you're supposed to have. The Lord's not going to give you something that you don't need. And it might just not be your time yet. And you just got to be content with that, because, you don't want the Lord to just take everything from you. Because you do have something. I'm not even saying you could. You do have something that you're working with. And if you're trying to gain more unjustly before it's even your time, and the Lord, you don't know. Who knows how the Lord going to deal with that? But I don't imagine it's going to be pretty. Because you're not being content. And in this verse, it literally says, but it says, like, incontent. Those are the people who, they might have a form of godliness, they're in the truth, they're wearing the hair right, they playing the part. But they're denying the power thereof. And denying the power is denying Yahweh Shemel Shai. You deny Yahweh Shemel Shai. You deny Yahweh Shemel Shai by, being ungrateful, being unthankful, not being content, not even, you can even be ungrateful by not using what Yahweh Shemel Shai gave you. A lot of sisters in this truth, they have so much talent, so many mighty gifts that the Lord has blessed them with. Don't even use them. Talking to myself as well. I mean, mighty sisters. I mean, we're the salt of the earth. We can't just be just sitting here and just, I know how to do this and that. I can help my nation. I can help my head, whatever the case may be. But we just not doing it because the flesh. And we don't want the Lord to take that away from us. Guilty too. But that's just the spirit for real, because we can just really be carrying around a lot of these spirits and not even know them. So even like, I'm just thinking now, like I got to start praying that the Most High really shows me what I need to work on. How can I be more thankful? How can I be hard going? So I cannot be hard. How can I go harder for Yahweh Shemel Shai and show him that I'm not ungrateful? I'm not ungrateful for what he does for me. It's just simple stuff that we could do to try to be better. And, the perilous times, let's say that should come. The perilous times are here. Women be in denial. They do be in denial. We be in denial. And there's a lot of the times we be letting stuff that don't even matter get in the way of, working out our own salvation, doing what we're supposed to do. Stop. All praise to the Most High. It's all praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High, man. I really do have, like, a passion for, like, I don't know, for talking about, just helping each other, because we be needing each other. we be needing each other in this truth. And it seems like it get tougher and tougher every day in this truth. But, you know, it makes it easier when we have sisters, you know, when we have constant reminders of what we're supposed to be doing as women in this truth. And Lord willing, he can continue to put the spirit on me to go live and communicate more with sisters. Because a lot of times, like, we just be kind of just doing our own thing, for real. But I love going on live and really just seeing the precepts the sisters bringing out, you know, new sisters popping on there. And it's just a beautiful thing, because a lot of the times it be madness going on in Israel. But God, Lord willing, I can continue to be better. Lord willing, we all can be better, you know. Come on, for the sake of our children as well. Because I'm telling you, as women, we got to get right, because we set the standard for, you know, a lot of us finna be having kids, you know, whatever case may be. And we got to teach the younger ones coming in this truth, you know, because a lot of people waking up, believe it or not, a lot of people waking up and a lot of people falling out. Seeing a lot of new sisters in here, it's just crazy. Like, it's just a beautiful thing, for real. But it just it goes to show you that the Lord, he's really speeding stuff up. And we really got to get right during this grace period. Because we don't want to get cast out of this thing, because we're so close to the end. And we don't want all of our hard work to go for naught. Sister said, Shalom, sis, by the way. The children to come, they need us to be better. Like, our older generation, our mamas, our daddies, whatever the case may be, they already failed us. They didn't teach us to, you know, let the younger women marry, you know, reverence your husband. The generation, the one above us, our parents and our grandparents, they're not going for that. They failed us, in a sense. So we just got to be better for, you know, the next generation. Even the new sisters that are coming in that might be younger than us, you know. We just got to be better for us and others. And that's truly love. We got to move the spirit of love, fruits of the spirit. But, I think that's the last. No. I have one more. And if any other sisters have any other precepts, feel free. Mighty sisters through the spirit. But it's just been on my spirit. It's just really saying now I'm thinking about it, because I really had this lesson that was Satan messing with my connection. But I was saying it's really just Satan be just trying to stop the word from coming out. Because I really had this lesson for a while, but something in my spirit was just like, kind of got that do it tomorrow spirit, you know, just caught up with stuff that doesn't even matter sometimes. It's just life. But Lord willing, I can get back into the groove. Lord willing, we all can just be better, for real, man, because we're getting closer and closer to the end every day. But this is Sirach chapter 14 and verse 9, and it reads, a covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. So boom. I just lost my train of thought. Hold on. It's sad the Most High unveiled us through other vessels beside our parents. It's sad. I mean, shoot, if it was up to us, if it was up to me, you know, my parents would be in the truth. But that's not everybody's lot, you know. But, you know, the Lord said, those who do the will of my Father, it's my brother, sister, mother, cousin, brother, father, all that. So, I mean, Lord willing, all we can do is just pray, for real. Pray for our wicked family members, our family in the world, and that they come in and to get right. But it's all the curses, for real. And I really like this precept. I kind of wish I brought it up in the beginning, but I'm going to read it again. Sirach 14:9, a covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. So, when we're not satisfied with our portion, we're not satisfied with the lot that the Lord gave us, it's just iniquity at the end of the day, you know, and we don't want to be unsatisfied with the portion that the Lord gave us, because the portion that he gave us is literally our portion, like, it's specifically for us. So we got to make sure that, you know, we're not low key, like subconsciously a little bit saying like the Lord doesn't know what he's doing, you know, because the Lord knows what he's doing, you know. So we got to keep that in mind. Like, when you're being covetous, you're not satisfied like with what you have, and especially being in this truth. Like, this truth is literally all that some people have, and you know, the Lord said he was never going to forsake those that, you know, do the will of him. So we gotta make sure we're grateful in this thing, for real, and taking this truth serious, not putting off day to day, talking to myself, for real, whole life. I'm talking to myself too, because we don't even think about it. But that's all I had. You know, this is probably longer than what I expected, but all praise to the Most High. Spirit was moving. Mighty sisters on the call. Lord willing, y'all had a beautiful Shabbat. Lord willing, I can keep praying on new stuff to talk about. You know, maybe even old stuff to talk about too, because it never hurts to get a reminder as we go through day-to-day things. We learn about new demons that we're fighting and stuff like that. So Lord willing, I could just be a sister, a vessel unto y'all. Lord willing. All praise to the Most High God of Israel and his only begotten Son, called Yahweh B'Hashem Mashaglam Shai. And that would be mighty. Yes, I'll definitely text you after I get off here. I would love to do that. I miss doing lives with the sisters too. Like, I'm telling you, Spirit really be moving. So Lord willing, we can get at that, because it helps to do lives with sisters. So I really, 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 really appreciate that. All praise to the Most High. Hit me up if any sister needs anything. You know, I know I was gone for a little minute, but you know, I'm gonna open my page up public. I don't know why I made it private, but Lord willing, I can just be more available to sisters, just do better as a sister. Sometimes I'll just be in my own world, but we need each other in this thing, for real, y'all. So Lord willing, y'all keep enduring. Hit me up if you ever need anything, prayer, fasting, all that. If you want to read together, I'm trying to get consistent with my reading. So all praise to the Most High. Shalom.